Welcome back to Granbury TV. I'm here with the sheriff for the weekly sheriff's report. How are you today, sir?
Doing good.
Fantastic. Well, let's just jump right into this because I know you have other plans afterwards. So let's start off.
All right. Well, today we had a second suspect arrested on thefts and burglaries. On the 21st around 4 p.m., Hood County Sheriff's Office investigators arrested Blake Charles Watson, 17 years old, on theft warrant, state jail felony, bond $8,000, who turned himself into the sheriff's office. The charge stemmed from a string of thefts and burglaries Watson allegedly committed with accomplice Christopher James Walls, 25 years old, who is currently in jail. Watson also has 2 Granbury PD warrants for theft, Class B misdemeanor, and bond was set at $3,000. The burglary of a building, state jail felony, bond is $8,000. The cases are still under investigation and more charges may be pending. Watson is currently in jail at present time. Now, this was a big deal here for the city and the county that they had a pretty good crime spree going on, and it looks like we
put an end to it, which is good.
Yeah, got it stopped, and we're still investigating that, so there'll probably be more charges coming on that. So looks like we got them shut down.
That's good. It's always good to stop a crime spree.
Yep. Yeah, and it's I know school isn't quite over yet, but always in the summertime we have an upswing of criminal mischiefs and burglaries and burglary of motor vehicles, and that's already started. I was called and said Indian Harbor had 10 burglaries, car burglaries. Well, wow. I think the story got stretched a little bit because all they actually had was 1. Oh. And that's bad. That's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. So anyway, my guys are working on it. They got some suspects, so they're working on getting that solved, and hopefully we can hit everything off before we get to summertime, when it seems like all that stuff always picks up. Yeah. But I guess along that lines too, I need to remind everybody that the criminals nowadays, back in the olden days, they used to tear up stuff, bust windows, break doors. It's not so much like that anymore. They're lazier, I guess. So if you just lock your vehicles, lock your homes,
it's a deterrent. They won't mess with you.
Lock stuff up, and they'll just check it. They'll always check it, and then they'll go on. So just lock the vehicles up. Don't leave stuff in the vehicles laying out in the open, but for sure lock everything up, and in your homes, your sheds. And that just doesn't give them that opportunity. Yep. So don't make yourself a victim. We had a woman that was arrested with drugs on a traffic stop. On the 18th around 1 a.m., Hood County Sheriff deputies conducted a traffic stop at the 500 block of South Morgan. During the traffic stop, Tiffany Renee Bridges, 19 years old, was found to be in possession of a drug dealer amount of approximately 14 grams of meth. That's a bunch.
That's quite a bit.
Several pills without a prescription, and under 2 ounces of marijuana. Bridges was arrested and charged with the manufacture delivery of a controlled substance with bond set at $15,000, and it was a felony 1. Possession of a controlled substance, Class A misdemeanor, bond set at $2,000. Possession of marijuana, Class B misdemeanor, bond was set at $2,000. And possession of drug paraphernalia, Class C misdemeanor, fine was $307. And she's still in jail, but then on this one, then we have a doctor that comes and checks out all the inmates and takes care of them and says, oh, you need to get rid of her. And I said, okay, why? Well, she's pregnant, and it's high-risk pregnancy and all of that. So we got a person that's selling drugs, using drugs,
and pregnant. That's not good at all.
And going to give me problems, it looks like, in the near future. So my problems are the citizens' problems because taxpayers pay the bills. So that's not a good situation.
Not a good situation at all, especially for the baby.
Yeah, especially for the baby. So then we had a man arrested for assaulting a girlfriend on the 15th at around 10:30 p.m. Hood County Sheriff deputies responded to the 900 block of East Whitetail Drive in reference to a disturbance. Deputies discovered Ronnie Lee Malone, 29 years old, allegedly assaulted his girlfriend, 28 years old, during an argument. The victim was struck on the body and face and was not seriously injured during the incident. Malone was arrested and charged with assault, family violence with previous convictions, and that's a felony 3 and $7,500 bond. And he is currently in jail still.
What do you have for this week's Crime Stopper?
I thought I lost it there for a minute.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Had it laying on my leg, yeah. Okay. This week's Crime Stoppers tip of the week is Crime Stoppers needs information on a burglary. The burglary occurred in the 500 block of West 5th Street in Toller. The burglary occurred on or about May 17, 2014. Forced entry was made into the residence. Stolen items included assorted rifles, a Derringer pistol, 2 televisions, recorders, and the DirecTV box, jewelry, and a trash can. Anyone with information on a burglary of a habitation is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 817-573-TIPS, or you may go online to the Hood County Crime Stoppers website, hoodcountycrimestoppers.com. To submit a tip online, text a tip to tip 129 plus your message to 274637. All tips remain anonymous. Upon arrest and an indictment, you could receive up to a $1,000 reward.
Well, again, it sounds like something that didn't take 30 minutes to do. So hopefully some folks, saw that and can help out with that.
Yeah, the Toller citizens been a little worked up over this because there was another burglary that happened a couple of weeks ago out there. So, my deputies can't be everywhere all the time. So please be neighborly and
help out.
Definitely watch your neighborhood. Anything out of the ordinary, please let us know so we can get out there and get things checked out. So,
absolutely,
we definitely need information on this burglary, and I know somebody knows because with all that they took, they probably had help.
Oh,
so
of course.
Somebody knows, and so let us help them, and that'll help us in turn. And
it'll help you. You can get some money out of it too.
Get all this property back for these people. So,
well, thank you so much for coming out. I know you're a busy man. Right after this, you're going to do a tour. So, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come down and let everyone know what's going on in the community.
Thank you for having me and allowing me to come do this every week.
We'll see you next week, Sheriff.
I'll be back.